Mouse by Will Pecor. One sunny day, Mouse was walking through the woods, humming a lively tune.
Is that rumbling? It must be an earthquake! Everybody run!
Gee, coming up, kid.
Grandpa, I'm always scared. Will you give me advice? I'm not scared of anything. I just live my life to its fullest and then enjoy life. Really? Aren't you scared of snakes? Well, you got me on that one.
The next day, Mouse was yet again walking in the woods. He heard loud noises, but tried to hold it in.
Volcano! Goodbye. I hope to see y'all in animal heaven.
Mouse ran home and jumped into his bathtub. Wait. Oh.
Cold water should help. Brr, cold. The lava can't touch me now.
He spent 5 minutes in there, but no lava came. The next day, Grandpa and Mouse take a walk with Mouse's cousin.
Where are we going? Ooh, are we going to Hawaii? No, we're just going on a 20-minute walk. Mouse wanted all this.
They enter the woods.
See, there's nothing to be afraid of.
Sorry, they enter the woods.
You know, Grandma, I think you're right. All this time, I haven't been able to enjoy life. This is awesome. Look at that frog and that lizard. You know, I'm not scared anymore. That was actually a pretty fun walk.
And the moral of the story is...
Overcoming fear can help you grow.
The Dance at the Palace by Regan Smith. Today, the Royal Lions are coming with a great announcement. One that Lion King was willing to miss his evening nap for. This is not a common occurrence, I can assure you that. When the King and Queen arrive in town, everybody's waiting to hear the big news.
As you know, the king and I are bored and looking for a new personal entertainment. That last jester was a disgrace. Wah, wah, wah. So anyway, we'll be holding a dance competition at the palace. You may sign up for a solo or duet.
The winner or winners will get $100,000.
The crowd starts whispering.
I will put the side of papers on the table right here, so that the Queen and I will know that you're participating.
Let the games begin.
The little clumsy elephant stumbled over to the sign-up. When she got there in her rags clothes, the king let out a laugh.
What are you doing here?
Well, I did come to sign up for the competition.
Oh, okay, then go ahead.
After Elephant finished, she headed home and looked at the ground. But on the way, she was stopped by a fox, one of the most amazing dancers in the land.
I am totally going to win the dance competition at the palace. Oh, sorry, Elephant. The king and queen probably didn't think you were good enough to join.
Elephant shrugs off Fox's rude comments and tries to summon the courage to speak.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll see you on the competition day then.
Elephant heads home and does dance after dance after dance, falling less, adding new skills, and gaining balance. Meanwhile, Fox and Bunny are having a pre-competition party. Fox is too confident to practice. The next day, Bunny hops up to Elephant.
Hey, Elephant. Hello? Fox and I are having a practice session. Care to join? Sure. Hey, Elephant, would you care to go first? Sure, I'll go.
Elephant only trips over her feet twice, but each time that she does, Bunny and Fox laugh, and Elephant's face turns bright red.
Fox, your turn. Okay.
Fox starts up strong, but would have fallen 3 times if it wasn't for Bunny's quick actions. A few weeks have gone by, and now it is time for the competition. At the palace, everybody is shuffling about.
Welcome to the first palace dance. Let the best dancer win.
Elephant is up first. All throughout her routine, Fox and Bunny watch in awe.
Good luck, Fox.
Now it is Fox's turn. Let's see how this goes. Fox trips over her ego. The crowd starts to clap. The king and queen discuss who the winner is.
The winner of $100,000 is Elephant.
The moral of the story is,
Hard work pays off.
The Tortoise and the Bird by Steve TCMS. It was a cloudy day as Bird passed by Tortoise, who was reading a book silently to himself.
What are you reading?
A book about building boats. I hope to build one someday.
Do you think you could build one right now?
Maybe, but I'd rather wait until I had a little more knowledge first.
What? Did you say knowledge? Because knowledge is useless. I bet you I could build the best boat you've ever seen right now. In fact, since winter is nearly here, I bet you all of my food that I can build a boat and get to the other side of the lake before you can.
Well, that does sound like a pretty good deal. You know what? I accept your offer. Let the best animal win.
The two walked off to start building their boats. They both had very different plans. Bird thought they would build as many boats as quickly as he could, so in case one boat failed, come back and get another. He started to build with whatever he could get his hands on. He quickly whipped things together, making boat-looking objects. In the meantime, Tortoise had bought top-notch wood and carved it perfectly to fit his boat. He carefully stuck the pieces together. Bird had finished with his boat, so he went to the river. He brought all of his poorly made boats with him. He tried to use the first boat, but only made it 10 feet before the boat sunk. He then saw Tortoise coming over with his glorious boat.
Oh, hello, Bird. Have you only just gotten here as well?
Yes, I have.
Bird had lied. He had actually been there for hours. They both got in their boats.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
The two set sail. Strong winds started to pick up. The waves became more violent. Tortoise was calmly sitting on his boat, reading his book, The Tips and Tricks of Boat Building. At that moment, a wave bigger than any wave they had seen before came crashing down on them. Wood flew everywhere. Bird's boat was destroyed.
Help! Oh no, are you okay?
No?
Here, grab this!
Bird quickly grabbed onto Tortoise. His wings were too wet to haul himself on the boat. He hung for dear life in the thrashing winds and waves as Tortoise steered the boat back to safety.
I can't believe you won this race. Oh well, here's your food.
Thanks. I hope there's some good veggies in here.
And the moral of the story is,
Don't count your eggs before they hatch.
nice tea frame. One fall day, Grizzly Bear and Black Bear were on a walk together.
I think we should start working on finding a place to sleep during the winter. Nah, I think I'll wait. It's still warm out. No, really. Winter is close, and all the good times will be taken soon.
Oh, stop being so anxious. I know I'll be fine.
Okay, whatever you say.
For the rest of autumn, Grizzly spent his time dancing, singing, and reading. One day, Grizzly looked up from his book and saw it was snowing. He got up and rushed to find somewhere to sleep, but every place was taken.
Can I finish you, Black Bear? No, didn't I tell you to find somewhere to stay? You just want to freeze? Don't act like you're the victim here.
Grizzly walked off into the woods. He tried to find anything that could keep him warm, but the ground was already covered with a thick sheet of snow. Grizzly slumped down next to a tree. He tried to sleep, but it was too cold. Then all of a sudden, he heard Black Bear's voice.
Is everything okay, Black Bear? Yes, it's fine, but I feel bad not making you sleep outside. So I decided you can come sleep in my den with me.
Really? Thank you so much.
Grizzly crawled into Black Bear's cave and was about to lie down to sleep when Black Bear started snoring very loudly. It was so loud that Grizzly couldn't sleep. He stayed awake all winter, thinking about how nice it would be to have his own den. And the moral of the story is,
Don't wait until the last minute to do things. Mr. Giraffe Cannot Laugh by Ava Mendler. Once upon a time, there lived a serious and formal giraffe. Mr. Giraffe and his wife, Mrs. Giraffe, were taking a lovely walk in the park. Ah, what a beautiful day.
Indeed.
Suddenly, Mr. Giraffe stepped on a piece of gum that was stuck to the sidewalk. Mr. Giraffe struggled to pull free from the gum. Once the gum finally released its grip from the shoe, Mr. Giraffe fell backwards onto his bum. All the people in the park burst into laughter.
What do you all think you're laughing at? You make me look like a fool!
The whole day went like this. At the ice cream parlor,
Here's your ice cream.
Mr. Drax dropped his ice cream splat on his shoe.
Sorry, no refunds.
Everyone laughed, and Mr. Drax gave them a piece of his mind. On the dance floor, Mr. Drax showed off his terrible but hilarious dance moves. Once again, everybody cracked up, and Mr. Drax scolded them. Everyone in town grew to hate Mr. Giraffe because he got very mad at them every time they left. Mrs. Giraffe was not pleased with his actions either.
You need to stop this nonsense and learn to laugh a little. It wouldn't hurt. Now let's go on a walk. It's almost sundown.
Mr. and Mrs. Giraffe walked into town. They were surprised to see a crowd of angry animals, unhappy that Mr. Giraffe was present.
Boo!
You stink!
Come on!
He and Mrs. Giraffe tried to ignore them, but the crowd was much worse than they had expected. All the animals were furious at Mr. Giraffe for scolding them. The baker, Monkey, held a fresh pie in his hand that he was delivering to his neighbor. Someone else from the crowd was so angry that he tripped Mr. Giraffe. Everything turned slow-mo.
Gosh, darn it, not my pie! You know what? Just take it!
Mr. Giraffe stumbled over and fell face first, right into Monkey's pie. Everyone stopped to look at his face covered in whipped cream and gasped loudly. There was a moment of silence. Mr. Giraffe was about to go shout at everyone, but he stopped. He thought about his wife and what she had said, and how all the animals in town had hated him. He then realized how ridiculous he must look, being covered in pie. It was funny. The silence was broken by a loud cackle from Mr. Giraffe.
Ha! Ha!
He laughed and laughed. All the animals joined in. Mr. Drax was pleased pleased at how much he had enjoyed laughing, and it felt very good. And from then on, Mr. Draft always loved laughing and always loved pie. And the moral of the story is, it's important to learn how to laugh at yourself.